The Retro Football League presents The Extra Point. Powered by Wolverine Studios Draft Day Sports Pro Football. It's time to take the field. What are you bringing to the table? And now, for our host, Lance McAllister.
Welcome folks to another exciting episode of The Extra Point. I'm your host, Lance McAllister, and today we're diving right into the beginning of the 1979 RFL offseason. It's time to take a look at some of the retirements and potential changes that are shaping the league. Let's start with the end of an era retirements. The RFL is saying goodbye to some legends of the game. Three-time Pro Bowler and Dallas Cowboys cornerback, Mel Renfro, is hanging up his cleats. Renfro was a stalwart in the Cowboys secondary, and his presence will surely be missed. But he's not the only one calling it quits. Two-time Pro Bowl wide receiver John Gilliam of the LA Rams. Pro Bowl linebacker Al Beauchamp of the Miami Dolphins. And two-time Pro Bowl tackle Ron Yari of the Minnesota Vikings are all stepping away from the game. And we can't forget about the Washington Redskins, who are losing two key offensive weapons. Pro Bowl running back John Riggins. And four-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Harold Jackson are both hanging up their cleats. It's the end of an era for the Redskins. Now turning our attention to the coaching front. There are some key retirements in that department as well. The Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Pittsburgh Steelers are all saying goodbye to offensive coaches who've had a significant impact on their teams over the years. But it's not all about farewells, it's also about new beginnings. Several coordinators are making their case to take the leap into head coaching roles. Keep an eye on Shane Workman, the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. His defensive schemes have been nothing short of spectacular. Edwin Holcomb of the Green Bay Packers is another name to watch. His defensive prowess is well known throughout the league. On the offensive side, Michael Brown, the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots, is generating some buzz. He's been instrumental in the development of their young quarterback. And don't forget about Chester Lane, the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, who has transformed their defense into a formidable force. Moving on to free agency, there are some intriguing names hitting the market. At 40 years old, Norm Snead may not be a spring chicken, but he's proven that he still has some life left in him as a quarterback. Running back Robert Miller, a young backup with the potential to become a starter, is also up for grabs. His athleticism and versatility could make him a valuable addition to any team. And lastly, there's Winston Hill, a solid starter for most teams, although he's slowed down with age and has been plagued by injuries. Will a team take a chance on the veteran tackle? Well folks, that is a wrap for this episode of The Extra Point. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll be diving into the upcoming draft and analyzing the top prospects. Until then, keep your eyes on the RFL offseason, because you never know what surprises it might have in store for us. Thanks for tuning in.